Alright guys, welcome to another video. Ploughing through these beers that I bought from the supermarket and going to a fairly well-known and respected one, and we're going over to the Innis Gunn brewery and we're just having the Innis Gunn original. Yeah, I've had these beers quite a lot over the years, but I've never actually reviewed any of them, and I don't even think I've actually had just the regular version of Innis Gunn. But yeah, fairly iconic beer and very popular in Canada. In fact, they've got some really intriguing, yet quite gimmicky concepts for the Canadian market. Um, I've got to say it, a little bit too gimmicky, and they're depending on some really stupid people in marketing for some of their campaigns. Like they've got like an aphrodisiac beer. They've had a beer that's used with rain clouds. Just stick to making good fucking beer, because you've built a reputation on it, and yeah, now you've got these insane marketing idiots saying, "Oh, we need a new gimmick," and yeah. Anyway, the beer, from what I remember, is still of high quality. So yeah, it says Innis Gunn Adventure Capital. So they're doing something like a brewdog sort of thing, and unfortunately, that pretty much takes up the whole of the back of the label. But yeah, I'm not going to get into that sort of stuff. It's about the beer at the end of the day, and yeah, Innis Gunn oak aged beer, smooth Scottish beer with hints of toffee, vanilla, and oak. Brewed in small batches, handcrafted Scottish beer. So I think everyone and their mother has tried a Innis Gunn beer, and you can find them in most supermarkets, Aldi, Bin and Bargains, Lidl, all sorts of places. But yeah, nice looking bottle and a lovely little crown. So let's get the beer opened and see what we get. There it is. So, beer in a glass, and that's got a nice sort of burnt orange look to it. Not too much going on in terms of carbonation, quite slow, streaming up to the top. It's got a nice amount of clarity, but there's some slight haze, but I think that is mainly the um, carbonation. My brain turned off for a second then. Beer poured with no real head, so when you develop one, you get a nice off-white, foamy looking head. So it looks like a nice beer so far. Let's see what we get on the aroma. Definitely get that sort of barrel smell, like that sweet, oaky sort of aroma. And then that mixes well really nicely with a nice malt character, and it almost has like the aroma of like a German Dunkel beer as well. Like those caramel, nutty, chestnut sort of aromas. But yeah, you get that sweet alcohol aroma coming from that barrel aspect. And the beer's clocking in at 6.6%. So yeah, you know what? I know I went on about the marketing of these guys, but at the end of the day, if they can create good beer, then my grievances aside. So let's see what the beer's actually like. Cheers. Yeah, that's really, really nice. It has got that smooth mouthfeel to it, but the carbonation just creeps in, so it's not too heavy on the palate, and it swirls it around the mouth really, really nicely. It's got this sort of like chewy treacle molasses sort of character, sort of like a Jamaica cake almost, or like a golden syrup sponge cake. It's just absorbed all that golden syrup up. You get obviously some woody notes in there as well. Get a little bit of grassiness as well. How many times can I say as well in one review? But yeah, there's like a slight warming on the back end. But aside from that, the alcohol's balanced really, really nicely. yeah, it got like sort of like a slightly burnt toffee flavour to it as well. Really nice level of complexity to this one. And yeah, very, very solid beer indeed. And these guys are obviously predominantly out of Edinburgh. And I think the story of how the brewery came to be is really interesting as well. But yeah, for an original beer that's not, labelled as a special small batch, the quality is up there. And it's a lot better than some of the like special release limited run barrel aged beers that I've had in the past. And this is just a very basic one. So, to get this for just over £1 at a supermarket is great value. And even though I really do not like the way the company is going in terms of its marketing and, the gimmicks that they're having, especially in that, North American market and all this like virtual reality bullshit. But thankfully, the beer, well, this one especially, is still of high quality. So, yeah, I'd happily pick this one up again. And it's great to revisit it. So, in terms of a rating, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. Very solid beer indeed. Slight whiskey sort of aftertaste, which is subtle enough to be enjoyable. But yeah, a great introduction to barrel-aged beers, I'd say, because it's got that complexity, but it's not too much, so it won't offend, even the tamest of palates. So 8 out of 10 for Innis Gunn Original. If you've tried this one, let me know your thoughts, opinions. Of course, the quality could change from batch to batch, I suppose, and thankfully this is a good batch. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, if you've tried this one, let me know down below. Check out Innis Gunn, and yeah, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. Thank you guys, and I shall see you later. Cheers.